Marius, potential for the MK party to, I guess, add whatever votes it has to a party like the EFF, maybe that sort of combo could then come back to the ANC, as it were. So if, as some polling suggests, the ANC comes in low 40s, maybe 44, 45%, and you need another 10% to get yourself over 50% majority, then, a party like the EFF, which might get between 11 and 13, and MK, a few other smaller ones, that could be a way for individuals like Zuma, Malema, who want to use state resources for certain other ends, maybe even more so than many within the ANC. That could be a strategy, I suppose.
Yeah, I think that's probably what they're aiming at. But as I say, I don't think that the MK party is going to do anything. I'll be very surprised if it gets over 5% of the vote. But that all said, if an ANC goes as low as the low 40s, which I think is pretty unlikely, then I think all bets are going to be off. We've obviously never seen an ANC doing so poorly, and I think that'll actually change South African politics quite fundamentally if we see such a weakened ANC. And who knows then, from that point of view, politics make for strange bedfellows, as I say. And an ANC in the low 40s means there's a fairly big possibility then of an opposition coalition coming to power. As it stands, any opposition coalition would probably need the EFF to vote with it. So that will obviously make things a bit more tricky and uncertain. But yeah, I think that is probably the EFF and MK parties, or at least one of their aims. I'm also not even that sure the EFF really wants to be in government. We've seen that often it's only recently that's really been getting involved in municipal governance. It's often just stood aside, and in 2016 when it supported DA mayors, it only voted for those mayors. It didn't ask for mayoral committee seats or anything like that. And who knows? I'm not even that sure Julius Malema really wants to have the responsibilities of power, apart from the kind of money that he can get. But I mean, obviously now I'm trying to be a bit of a mind reader, so who knows? But and also, I think if we do, as I say, if we see an ANC under 40%, then we're really in a place South African politics hasn't been before. And then things could be quite different, and all bets are off. But yeah, I'm not too sure that we're going to see an MK party that's got more than a handful of seats in parliament. I don't really seeing it being such a big player. KwaZulu-Natal might be slightly different, but I would be very surprised if the MK party gets more votes than any of the four biggest parties in that province now, which are the ANC, the DA, the EFF, and the IFP.
Thank you very much for watching. To access the full video, along with the rest of our CRA analysis, our weekly risk alerts, as well as our macro reviews and our periodic strategic intelligence reports, as well as our briefings, please head to the CRA website linked in the description below and consider subscribing to our services. Until next time, Chris Hattingh here for the Center for Risk Analysis. Take care.